Well, hello people from Dublin's Connolly station, right? Lovely day here. I'm going on a little wander across the Liffey here to the south side and have a wander around Grand Canal Dock and Ringsend area of Dublin, and you're all fairly welcome to join me, my friends, okay? So stay tuned. The first thing is a cup of tea, of course, and some grub. It's lunchtime here now, so try and find somewhere to get something to eat, my friends. So stay tuned, okay? So this is the Lewis light rail tracks here, people. That brings you that way back towards the city centre and out towards Tala and Sagard out that way. And then this way is east. And it'll bring you up to the Tree Arena, formerly known as the Pint. You want to see concerts and stuff, right? Yeah, so just going in here to see if I can find somewhere to eat, my friends. There's a Starbucks in here, but I'm not going near Starbucks, my friends. No way. Right, I might go in here. It's called Bakehouse, okay? I'll just go, what's that there? Yeah.
Another one, please.
Okay.
Do you want another salad?
Yeah, I'll go for just a mixed salad. Yeah, thanks. I'm going healthy today, my friends. Thank you so much. Right, people. So as you can see, I got my paper cup of tea here. I prefer a real cup, but anyway. And it came to €15. So I got broccoli, chicken, broccoli, and pasta and salad, right? So I'm trying to go on a diet here, my friends, right? And I gave the girl a €2 tip. So she gave me a little bun, look. Isn't that cool? So I'm just going to eat this now, my friends, and then we'll move on again, okay? So stay tuned. Right, people, that was nice. That actually was in Home Bakery there, even though they know proper plates and cups and stuff, but it was okay. Yeah, so this place here, people, check it out. The Irish Emigration Museum, right? I haven't been in, didn't do the tour of it, right? But I heard it's supposed to be fantastic, right? So if you're a tourist coming to Ireland and you're in Dublin, check out this place. I don't know whether I could film in here now or not, but anyway, this is where you'd come if you want to do the Irish Emigration Museum, okay? And I'll just walk down here. I'm on the north side now of the River Liffey, right? I'll just walk down here to show you the Famine Memorial. It's sculptures from back in the famine times, and it's very, very good. Just down here by the trees here. carrying his dead child. Over 1 million people died in the Irish famine of 1845, I think it was to 1847, right? Potato blight, their main diet was potatoes, and they got potato blight, and yeah, so 1 million people starved to death, my friends. This was during the time that Britain ruled Ireland. Mad controversy over that. I don't know whether it was 1 million emigrated or more, I forget now, but yeah. Tragic times, my friends. But a cool sculpture, what do you think? Right, I'm going to go across now here, okay? To the far side, as he would say in Drogheda. Now I'm going over to the south side here of the River Liffey, my friends. So stay tuned. Along here, people, is the Grand Canal Dock area. Mainly all of the buildings along here are all tech companies. Internet, you know, the Facebooks, the Googles. What's that one back there? Hub something, HubSpot, you know. All tech companies, my friends. Right, people, just going over here to show you Windmill Lane and where the original Windmill Lane Studios used to be. Just around the corner here. This is called the Windmill Quarter now. You see, it's all big office buildings and stuff in there, right? But this is where the original Windmill Lane Studios was, right? I'll show you where they moved to, right, in a while, right? But look at all the albums that was made here at Windmill Studios. Yeah, look, I'll show you something mad here. Status Quo, Just Supposing, right? See the rocket heading off there, right? Just Supposing was the first album I ever bought, right? Status Quo, Just Supposing. Just to show you how old I am, my friends, I bought it in tape form, right? Just Supposing. I went on then to buy 13 albums of Status Quo. I was mad into Status Quo, right? You know that they're still rocking. I know there's only one member left now, the main singer, Francis Rossi. Rick Parfitt, he died. Alan Lancaster, the original bass player, he died. John Coughlin, the original drummer, is still alive, but he left Status Quo a long time ago. Yeah, and when I used to say, even on building sites or wherever I'd be working or around friends and that, I loved Status Quo. They'd mock me, you know. Oh, Status Quo, the masters of the three chord, you know. But you know something? Status Quo, Francis Rossi and Rick Parfitt in particular, they were the two really main guys of Status Quo, right? When they'd be questioned about that by journalists and they'd say, oh, you're masters of the three chord or whatever, right? They'd just take it tongue in cheek, they'd laugh at it and they'd say, Francis Rossi used to always say, bad publicity is good publicity. Yeah, but so that was the very first album I ever bought, was Just Supposing from Status Quo. So that was made here, that album was produced here in Windmill Lane, and so was the next one, Status Quo, Never Too Late. I have that album as well, right? CU2, and here's another one here, look, the Phil Lynott album. So there's Phil Lynott there, right? So that was his second and last solo album, right? That was the one, that's the first record I ever bought, was Phil Lynott. You know Phil Lynott from Tin Lizzy fame? You know something? I've seen loads and loads of international bands, loads of them, fantastic bands, right? But to this day, I still think Phil Lynott, as a rock star, he was born to be a rock star, right? I know he died at 36, very tragic, right? But he's the most charismatic rock star I ever seen live, was Phil Lynott, I'm telling you now. So look at the Joshua tree from U2 was made here. U2 War was made here. Produced here. Yeah. So you had Kate Bush, Hounds of Love was produced here. What's this one from U2? Look, U2, the Chieftains, of course, Def Leppard. Who else? Gilbert O'Sullivan, the Chieftains, Paul Brady, Hard Station, Howard Jones, the Cranberries, Metallica, loads of international bands, Lady Gaga. All produced albums here in Windmill Lane. I don't know whether Lady Gaga now and Hosier and them would have been here, probably in the new studio. I'll show you that new studio now in a little while, my friends, right? But yeah, that's where the original Windmill Lane Studios was, my friends. So let's keep moving. There's a little coffee shop along the docks called Gerard's, right? I probably should have stopped there, my friends, but anyway, it doesn't matter. And that's back over to the north side of the River Liffey. That's the Spencer Dock area. Loads of apartment buildings and different companies over here. Over there is the convention centre. Straight ahead is the Samuel Beckett Bridge. I'll talk about that bridge now in a minute or two, okay? So stay tuned, my friends. And this area along here on the south side is called Sir John Rogerson's Quay, right? There's not much to say about Sir John Rogerson. He was an Irish politician. He was a merchant and a developer, right? And so this area is named after him. But I'm just going to call him John because I'm not into all this titles bullshit, my friends. No time for it whatsoever. You know, Sir and Duchess and Dukes and just bullshit, my friends, bullshit. Egotistical bullshit, my friends. Right, let's go keep on walking down here, my friends, to show you some more stuff. This building across the way looks like it's Three, you know, the mobile phone company over here. Right, people, so this is the Samuel Beckett Bridge. This is the second last bridge before the River Liffey enters into Dublin Bay, okay? This is my favourite bridge in the whole of Dublin City, actually. I even like it more than the Halfpenny Bridge, okay? So I think the architects who designed that bridge, I don't know whether he was Spanish or Chilean, I'm not too sure now, right? In conjunction with an Irish company. I'll put them up on the video, okay? So to build this, the cost of this bridge here and to fix up the roads just coming up to the bridge cost 60 million, right? It was made in Rotterdam in Holland and it was brought here by barges in May 2009 and it was officially opened to the public pedestrians to walk across it in December 2009. But I love this bridge and the design of it there with all them, what do you call it, cables coming off it there, right? And a little hole here. It's supposed to be an Irish harp lying on its edge. And this bridge just be lit up at night time and it's just beautiful, you know. So yeah, this is my favourite bridge in Dublin City. Oh yeah, and it can also swivel 90 degrees to let ships up further in the river here. I love it. Look at this, my friends, graffiti on the bridge, dickheads, absolute wasters, right? Free Gaza. Absolutely free Gaza, but don't spray paint it on that bridge, my friends. Disgraceful. Brain dead people, you know. The Ferryman pub. Super cool. So this guy here, my friends, was obviously another a famous Irish guy, right? Admiral William Brown. He was the founding father of the Argentine Navy, 1777 to 1857, right? This monument, relocated to this site in 2012, honours a remarkable son of Foxford, County Mayo. Still a hero to the people of Argentina, he was a key figure in their war of independence against Spain and successfully defended Argentina against Brazil. So there you go, another famous Irish man. It's amazing what you find out when you go on walkabouts, my friends. It really is. You know something, I keep saying my friends all the time and it irritates the hell out of me when I'm looking back at it, when I'm editing the videos and all you can hear me saying is, okay, my friends. Saying it once is good enough, but saying it constantly, it's like a catchphrase, isn't it? Anyway, here is the smallest museum in Dublin. It's called the Diving Bell, right here, look. Let's go in and investigate this, okay? Dublin Port Diving Bell. It was commissioned in 1865, decommissioned in 1958, positioned here in 2000, reconfigured in 2015. So it helped to build 7,000 feet of the quay wall between 1871 and 1888. The concrete block above us here is 350 tons. Here in 1883, the world's biggest ship docks safely at Dublin. I wonder is that it there, look, at the time. Yeah, crowds flock to see the massive SS Great Eastern here in 1883. And the cost of building the bell come back then was £500. Mad stuff. So it's just saying, thanks to this bell and to the engineer who designed it, Dublin was quickly transformed in just a few years from a tidal harbour into a thriving deep water port where the world's biggest ships could safely berth. Today the bell survives as a monument to its designer, to the men who worked in the bell and to all the men who built the modern port of Dublin. Could you imagine people walking down under the water here, right? In this bell, okay? Now I wouldn't, first of all I can't swim and I find it fairly claustrophobic anyway, right? But anyway, look at this. A hard day's work. The crew in the diving bell worked in tough conditions. You want a good pair of lungs and a good pair of ears. The bell had space for 5 or 6 men to work. Crews worked an average 6-hour day, 1 4-hour shift one day, 2 shifts the next, and always at low water. So the day often started early with the tide. They changed into overalls and waders on the bell float, then crossed to the bell and descended into the airlock 2 at a time. The first man in pulled up the trapdoor at his feet and made room for the next man. Then they closed the top trapdoor, sealing the airlock so air could be pumped in. The airlock was cramped and it took 5 minutes to reach the pressure of the compressed air in the bell. Only then could the lower trapdoor open and the 2 men climb down into the bell. The whole process was repeated at the end of the shift in reverse to decompress. Workmen shoveling about 5 tons of mud onto large trays that hung from the roof. Some of the fittings can still be seen in the roof above. After about 30 minutes, the men would signal for the bell to be lifted and moved so they could dump the mud, during which time the men could rest on side benches. Then the bell was moved back to its berth, guided precisely by wires on the quay wall, and work resumed. So men needed a fitness certificate to work in the bell. If someone had a head cold or ear trouble, they could suffer real pain and risk tearing an eardrum in the airlock. In the words of one man, if you had a cold, it seems as if someone is hammering a chisel into your ears. Being at twice atmospheric pressure would not have felt noticeably different. However, in the airlock, the pressure changing was like when an aeroplane takes off and you had to hold your nose and blow to make the pressure in your ears and sinuses the same as in the airlock. Right, people, there's loads of information there about the building of the walls here, right? The big cement blocks. Imagine they made these, they made these blocks, you know, from concrete. So that's it, people. If you're in Dublin, have a look at that. It's very interesting if you're into it. Cofferdam. Okay, the smallest museum in Dublin, I think. I'll keep walking up along here. Over there, my friends, is the new Central Bank of Ireland. That building over there. So that's over on the north side of the River Liffey. This is down there, Spencer Dock, Docklands area here of Dublin City. I think this building here, my friends, right, is the tallest residential building in Dublin. The tallest building in Dublin for definite at the minute. There's a taller building, I think, down in Cork. And then there's a taller building, I think the tallest building in the whole of Ireland is in Northern Ireland, okay? But yeah, I forget the name of this. I'll put it up on the video if I find it, okay? Oh, look at this, they're after falling into the... The little sailing boat after capsizing there, look. You know something? If I won the Euro Millions, right? It'd have to be the Euro Millions, wouldn't it? Whoever lives up on the very top of this building, I'd say to them, name your price. And I'd live up there. So Brewdog, I've been in there on many occasions, my friends. You know something? All these tech companies that are all here in Grand Canal Dock. Imagine if all them companies decided to pull out of Ireland. This place would be like a ghost town. It really would. So that building over there is the company Indeed. It's all tech. And people, right here is the start of the Grand Canal. Right here. That's why this area is called Grand Canal Dock, you know. Yeah. And there's the EXO building over here, all office buildings right beside the Tree Arena, where they have all the indoor concerts. And I'm going over here, people, to the Ringsend area of Dublin, right? So stay tuned. I love up here. As I said, I couldn't afford to live up here. You'd have to have one of those big tech jobs to able to afford an apartment up here, you know. And I'm not one of those people, my friends, but I would live up here, definitely. I love it. I love the whole modern architecture here. Some people would hate it, but I love it. Yep. The first of many lock systems on the Grand Canal, my friends. Now you see the walls here where there's all artists do paint work on it, right? Now most of it is shit, right? Look at this. Now to me that's complete shit there, right? Now that there looks lovely, all right, that there. But it was a fantastic mural they done over here. The last time I was up here, maybe last year I was, right? And of course, some other dickheads spray painted shit like this all over it. You know what I mean? So just because you're painting the walls here doesn't mean it's going to be there permanently. People can just come and paint new stuff. You know what I mean? Like for instance, see the gates here. This is a new painting. Look at a mad dog. Look, that's not bad now. But this crack here, I'm sorry, but that is shit. That's absolute shit. And all this crack here is absolute shit, my friends. Shit. I could do it better myself. I'm not even a painter. Yeah, I hate all that shit now, I have to say. Although that's not bad, ideal, right? Yeah, that's not bad. There. It's great though for them, like, you know, if you're into spray painting. Something to do, isn't it? But the majority of it to me now is shit. Oh, that's going to look class. Hi. Now these three girls here, they're going to, these three murals here are actually good. Sunshine of my city or something. Look at this, isn't it cool? Now, I'll call them artists. They are definitely artists, my friends. But this shit, can I say a load of bollocks? A load of bollocks, my friends. Now that there is good. Look. Wow. Right people, I done a video where I walked along this river here, the Dodder River. Check that one out. See over here, that's the Aviva Stadium, formerly known as Lansdowne Road, right? So that holds international soccer and rugby in that stadium. That's where Taylor Swift done her 3 concerts, in that stadium there. And just over here is Shelbourne Park, which will be the creme de la creme of greyhound racing. It will be the Wembley Stadium of greyhound racing. over here, right? So I'm in the Ringsend area here now of Dublin City, which is on the south side of the Liffey. So I'm on the southeast side of the River Liffey, very close to the Irish Sea here on Dublin Bay, okay? So as you can see, this street is called Thorn Castle Street. Look at all the flats here where all the people live, you know. How you doing? Good man, yeah. So that's a nice little place there called the Yacht, and the outside part where you can sit there, look, and the flowers around it like geraniums and petunias and stuff. It just makes a big difference, doesn't it, the flowers? Yeah, I'm enjoying this walk, my friends. Those hanging baskets there are not real, they're plastic. I just realised that now. Vision Ireland. You know something? I just love these two-storey houses here in Ringsend. So this part here is called St. Patrick's Villas. The villas, yeah. And a big row of two-storey terraced houses with a kind of, it's that dormer effect there. Look, on the windows, lovely. And then you have the modern side here that's okay, but it doesn't look as lovely as these houses along here. They're gorgeous. Ah, look at this, look at the flowers here, that's not lovely. Now, I don't know what kind of flowers that they are, right? My sister would know. And there's a few ferns in there as well, right? And look at this small, tiny little area outside the front of the house. And it just makes it look absolutely beautiful. It really does. So let's go around here. I think there's single-storey houses out here. Have a look at, okay? And here's Ringsend Park in there. I'll go in there in a minute, my friends, okay? So stay tuned. Stay tuned. Someone's getting an extension built. The cavity blocks and the ton bags of sand. Yeah, lovely. Now look at this, look on the right hand side. And these lovely, these are all single storey terraced houses, look. Aren't they lovely? And it's a nice quiet area here of the city as well, it is. Yeah. So you've got the two-storey ones here on the left, and you've got the single storey here on the right. Very good. Sale agreed in here. And they have a library across the road, look. Right people, so this is Ringsend Park. So this is a grand park for the people that live just around this little area here. And as you can see, you got beautiful trees, pathways, tarmac pathways. I'm not going to go up film there. It's a playground for your children. Further on down there they have tennis courts, they have basketball courts down there, and I'll go this way now and I'll show you. They have football pitches, you know, like Gaelic football, soccer. So it's yeah, right on your doorstep here, and then you're only a little bit away from Sandymount Beach and Sean Moore Park as well. So you don't, you know what I mean? If you think, oh, I'm in the concrete jungle, I'm in the concrete jungle of Dublin, living in the concrete jungle, you're not. You're right beside the coast. You've got this lovely park here, and yeah, and I'll, you know, fantastic beach up here, Sandymount Beach. Right, I'll just keep walking, my friends. Isn't it great to see people out in the sunshine, chilling and doing stuff? There's a father and his two sons, look, just playing ball. You know what I mean? Bonding, as I call it. This is a Gaelic pitch, look, full-size Gaelic pitch here. And you've got soccer pitches over there as well. So yeah. And then there's people out there with their dogs, look, throwing the ball, and the dog's going fetching the ball. There's a young family coming towards me here with the father is he's after lifting up the youngest of his kid, well, not the youngest kid, and then there's a little girl and she's on one of them little push scooter yokes, and the mother is pushing the buggy. So yeah, oh, they just have two, so they've two kids. Oh, it's just great to see, isn't it? It really is. I know, because Alistair's... Right, people. This gas. They're arguing there. So they even argue up here in Dublin, my friends. Here's another lovely little place here in Ringsend. Look, same again, look. The single terraced houses, look, with the lovely doors. Blue, red door, different kind of doors, look. The trees here. And the two-storey ones there. They're gorgeous. Yeah, beautiful. Really is. And you see over there, people, they have all-weather soccer pitches over here. Look, five-a-side soccer. So they got everything here. They really have. Look at this, the wild garden they have just here now. Look, isn't that lovely? Oh, that is so cool, isn't it? Beautiful. Yep, I love it. I absolutely love it. Here's a house here for sale. I'd live up here, no problem. No problem. This is a lovely area, look. Georgian type doors, look. You know something, I'd say they would go for some price, those houses. You're talking, I don't know, would it be €1 million? Maybe not. But because of its location here in the city, it would go for huge money. So this is a monument to a doctor, right? Dr. W.M. Ashford, for the valuable services he rendered for a period of half a century to the poor of St. Mary's Parish. Well, he was a nice man, wasn't he? Look at the size of this small little park here, you know what I mean? Tiny little bit of ground here, and the community, Ringsend and Irish Town, Tidy Towns and Environment Community Garden. Isn't it just lovely, isn't it? I think it's great when people take pride in where they live, you know. And the upkeep. Look at the bug house. Little flowers along there. Another nice house there, a yellow door and a Buddha statue in it. Look, someone took the time to crochet that onto the bench seat. Isn't it lovely? So I'm on an Irish Town road here. Oh, look at this garden, my friends. Have a look at this. Look at this. Isn't it just gorgeous? Look. You know something? If you took a picture just of this front garden here, or that house there, you would think that that was in the country, wouldn't you? Isn't it just beautiful, isn't it? Look at the hedge. Oh, look at the plants they have in it. Isn't it just, oh, it's beautiful. Beautiful. Just look at the flowers, look. So that's a pub called the Vintage Inn. And it's lovely. It really is. Let me see, look. You can go inside here, look. It's a beer garden. Hi. So that's the opening hours. The food. Beer garden. It's well you're looking. It is, to be sure. Welcome. Oh, that's cool. Love it. Another place here called the Merry Cobbler, established in 1853. You know something? I'm going to come back out here someday just to go into one of these pubs for a coffee or light snack or something. Look at all the beer kegs, look. So there's a jazz night. Tribute to Ella Fitzgerald. That'd be jazz, wouldn't it? You see, I know that's they're all. You see the big kegs here, like that one. That one there, right? I think one of them holds about 80 something pints. Is it 86 pints? I forget now. Something like that, anyway. Look at the crochet. The crochet around the bottles is lovely. Wow. Look at this building, my friends. That is fantastic. That's probably another Church of Ireland. See what I mean about the square tower? Isn't it absolutely beautiful? That's picturesque. Definitely an Instagram photograph, that. And I'm going to take a picture with my phone because it's just absolutely beautiful. Oh, and the bells are going at the same time as I'm passing by. 1704. So it's just saying there it was erected in 1704 and it was enlarged in 1879. Look at the graveyard they have here as well. Right people, I'm going to end the video here in Seanmore Park, right? Seanmore was a TD and a Lord Mayor of Dublin, right? Never heard of him in my life. And the farmer that used to live up beside us, his name was Seanmore, and he was a lovely man. When we were all small, we used to walk actually up. Well, I used to walk up on his farm during my summer holidays from national school, and yeah, a lovely man. He let us all walk across his fields and everything. So he did. So listen, people, that's it from a little stroll around Grand Canal Dock and out here to Ringsend and right here to Seanmore Park. So thanks a million for watching. Press the notification bell to know when the next video is uploaded. They're always up on a Sunday after 5 p.m. And if you like the video, please press the like. And if you're new to the channel, please press subscribe. It's free, okay? And stay tuned, people, for next Sunday, where the video will be from walking out to Poolbeg Lighthouse, okay? Which is out in this direction here. So stay tuned for next Sunday, people, for Poolbeg Lighthouse. Take care and have a nice day, okay? Bye.